Drug addicts.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hello to all my fat mamas out there. Today's segment is going to be all about Khaliah. Yeah, it's going to be all about Khaliah. She's 6 months now, and I decided to do a 6-month update for you guys to show you how she's progressed over time. She's just honestly all over the place nowadays. It's pretty hard to sit around and record because she's just on the go. So yeah, so she's been on the go as of lately. She just can't stay still nowadays. The days where you could just lay her down and walk out of the room and come back and she's in the same spot are over. She's just a busybody. Well, she always has been, but now I feel like she's able to get around more and do what she wants to do. She's more independent. She doesn't have to rely on mom to come and pick her up to get her from point A to point B. So I feel like that has made her more calm, whereas before she was crying a lot. I feel like because she couldn't get around how she wanted to get around. Nowadays she just, if she's whining, it's because she's hungry or she's tired or she wants her diaper changed or something. But she's definitely not crying as much as she used to. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what she can do. Little Miss Busybody, right? Okay, let's get started. Okay guys, so as you can see, hey mamas, she's now able to stand up all by herself. She got into that position by herself. I'll show you guys another clip as well of her pulling herself up on the couch, because she does that like about 1,000 times a day. So yeah, this is her standing. From time to time you'll see her try and take her hands off the couch to stand on her own, but she's not there yet. But we usually like have a pillow or something behind her, just so she can cushion her fall. What are you doing? Okay, so now she's here biting the couch. She has 2 teeth and she's not afraid to use them. What are you doing? See, there she goes. She did it all by herself. So, as you guys can see, she's standing on her own. I'm going to show you guys a few of her favorite toys. She loves anything that makes noise and sings to her. This is a musical mouth teether. So at the bottom, this is a little teether here, and she can chew on it from time to time, and it helps with her gums. It makes music, and she just, whenever I pass it to her, she just loves listening to all the funny things he has to say, right? Right? Oh, okay. This is her little piano mat here. She likes the music that this makes too. Sometimes we'll just sit her down here and press the buttons and it sings to her. And it has a lot of cool songs on there, so she just sits there and she's very amused by it. And then she also tries to use this to stand up on her own. So it had a little arch over it. I don't know where it's at right now. But it had a little arch over it with toys hanging down, but we had to remove that part because she was using that to stand up, and it's not very stable. So she would stand up on it, and then over time it would wobble and she would end up falling. So yeah, we wanted to prevent her from hurting herself, so we removed that part from the toy. But this is her little play area here. We usually just let her have her little time to play, and she's usually pretty content for a little while, probably about like 30 minutes or so. She'll sit here and she'll play with her toys and things and look at us. And then she'll get hungry or bored or something, and then she'll start whining. And you know, it's time. Yeah, it's time to pick her up. And sometimes me and Dad will come sit down here and play with her too, and she likes that. So this is another toy that she seems to like at this point in time. One of her uncles actually got it for her, and it just makes these funny noises. She's fascinated by those noises, I think. And also on the sides they have these little parts where you can put in, they gave you these different shapes with the, oh, be careful, Mama, with the toy, and basically when she gets older she can start sorting her shapes inside and put them inside, and then you press the button down, it spins, the shape springs out of the turtle. So she likes that toy pretty much, just because of all the noise that it makes. She's learning how to press down on it. We got this toy not too long ago, and it makes these crinkly noises. I've noticed that she likes sounds like this. She actually, her white container is pretty crinkly too, and whenever I'm changing her or if it's nearby her, she just finds it and she'll just start playing with it just because it makes that noise. She plays with a lot of things that aren't toys, which is funny because she has so many toys that it's just like, you know, you have all these toys, why don't you play with them? But instead she plays with things like bottles, whatever she can get her hands on. Bottles. She has a fascination for wires now. Yeah, so we have to keep all the wires away from her. Like, we're trying to start baby proofing the apartment now, which is kind of scary because she's not even walking yet, but she's mobile, so we definitely have to make sure that everything's out of the way, and certain things that she's not supposed to get into are just locked away or put up where she can't reach them. So So as you guys can see as well, she is now sitting up by herself, unassisted. She's been doing this for about, I would say about a month and a half now. She's been like sitting just by herself without any help needed. Over time she's become more stable. Now she doesn't really fall over much anymore. In the beginning, where are you going? In the beginning she would fall over from time to time, and if there was nothing behind her, she would usually be on the bed or something, nowhere, like no hard surfaces or anything like that, but she would like sometimes tip over from time to time because the stability wasn't there. But now she's just sitting up so straight and tall. Going after that little toy again. As I said, she has 2 teeth now, and she's trying to use them. She does bite a lot. I don't know why. I guess it's because she has the teeth now. She's trying to explore different things. She bites me and her dad from time to time. Like if we're just sitting here, sometimes she'll just bite a chunk out of her leg and just go about her way. But I think she thinks it's funny because whenever we tell her not to do it, she just laughs at us. So I think it's a entertainment thing for her. As for food, she's now eating. We started off with purees with her. She wasn't really into different like purees. Like I noticed her favorite one was apples. We started out with like the first fruits from Gerber. Apples, bananas, and pears came in a little package, and apples was her favorite. She really enjoyed the apples. Bananas, she wasn't really, no. Pears, she didn't mind pears, but the bananas, no, she wasn't really into them. From there, we started giving her more and more little things. Now she's eating at least, we try and give her at least one package of food a day. She never really eats the whole thing, but we're trying to get her used to at least eating one a day. Over time, we'll increase, you know, to 2. She'll be eating twice a day. But right now, she's eating the little, we have little pouches like of vegetables and fruits and things like that. And she's eating those at least once a day. As for table food, me and her dad will give her like little tastes of certain things. Like if we're out and she seems interested in what we're eating, we'll give her a little taste. It depends. It all depends on what we're eating at that moment. But she loves water. If I'm drinking a cup of water, she usually tries to grab it out of my hand. And it's crazy because she doesn't really fancy a bottle, but she will drink water from a cup. We brought her a little sippy cup. And she'll drink it from there, so she doesn't mind it from there. As far as breast milk, she's not really into breast milk from a bottle. We still have not figured out why, but she just doesn't fancy it at all. So yeah, so water, different purees, and then sometimes we'll give her some little table foods, things that are soft, like mashed potatoes and things like that. So she doesn't mind. She's learning, you know, and she seems more interested now in the foods that we're eating as well. So we try and get her going on things that we see that she's interested in. It's funny too because whenever we do feed her different foods, her face is always the same. Like, no matter what we give her, it's just like she always has this sour face on. Like, I don't know, maybe she's just trying to figure out what the food is, but it's just like she's, I don't know, disgusted. Even though she may like what we're giving her, she still makes this really disgusting face. It's hilarious. We recently started taking her to the park, and it's been a lot of fun. She loves being on the swings. She's always so happy, and honestly, I feel like she just likes being outdoors. She doesn't really fuss a lot unless she's tired, like when she's outside, or around other people. She likes being. She's a friendly baby. When she's around other people and around other babies, she's happy. You know. When it's just us in the house, she really shows her other side. We call her a little Sour Patch Kid because, you know, she just changes that fast. But honestly, it's just so fun to see how she's growing day by day because her personality emerges more and more every day. And she's just had so much personality from the day she was born, but now it's just like, it's really prominent. Like, she's had personality from day one, and as time has gone on, it's just, I feel like, gotten stronger. She's just, Khaliah is Khaliah. She is who she is, and she's been that way since even before she was born. And she was in my stomach kicking and moving, right? But she's such a silly girl. She loves to laugh, and she loves to talk to mommy and daddy. Nowadays she's starting to scream. She's just finding her voice, so she's trying different things out, like screaming and yelling and laughing and all her giggles and things like that. So all that is just so fun to see and hear because I feel like every day her laugh changes or her voice, you know, goes up a pitch or something, you know. So it's just her discovering herself and, you know, just learning herself day by day as we learn her as well. So yeah, we're growing together, and she's just so much fun. I thank you guys for tuning into the video, and I thank you guys for watching. If there's anything that you guys would like to see, just leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you guys so much. Say bye, Khaliah. Take a video. Say bye. Say bye. Okay. Bye to my fat mamas.